fairy tales can come true. It could happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams, and life gets more exciting with...
I've been working with Paul for a year now. When I first met him, he was depressed. He stayed in his rooms with the curtains pulled. I would try to get him to go out and play bingo or do the activities that we have here, and he just never wanted to have any contact with other people.
To be young at heart. For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part: you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart.
So when he was chosen for the Second Wind Dream, it's like he just came alive. He came out of his room, he visits with other people, has a good time, he goes down and he plays bingo with everyone, and he'll just go out, in his wheelchair and go everywhere and visit with different people and sit in the hall and laugh and put puzzles together in the day room. And he just seems so happy-go-lucky now.
Well, I'm very excited because this little shindig is going to be on my mother's 101st birthday, March 7th. And I know she'd be thrilled to death, and she will be thrilled to death because she's going to be watching me perform once again at the wonderful Imogene Theater in downtown Milton. And I know she would be jumping for joy. And I know she'll be in my corner. So let's all get together at the Imogene, and we'll see you all there March 7th.
I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Guess who just got back today? Those wild-eyed boys had been away. Haven't changed that much to say, but man, I still think those cats are great. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I said the boys are back in town. 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 The boys are back in town.
kind of cute. In fact, he's good looking.
He was a good-looking man, huh?
Staff and management just bent over backwards to put this thing together. They found me a shirt, a coat from somebody's wardrobe but at home, and the whole thing put me together and getting me there. The ride was a nostalgic ride down here in that 56 Ford Crown Victoria, completely restored. I mean, it was like riding in a brand new car. And that brought back some memories from yesteryear, when all of us salivated every time we saw a 55, 56 Ford drive around. My brother had a 55 Ford convertible that I got to drive once or twice when I was 16, and that was a big thrill. That was a big thrill. But no, everything came together in such a beautiful fashion that I can't thank you all enough for the evening that you brought to Scott and I. And we just could not stop once we got started. We felt the love. The love was in the room, and we felt it so emphatically that we just couldn't give up, couldn't stop.
It was well worth the dream for you.
It was well worth the dream. You made that dream happen, and I thank you. Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams, and life can be exciting with each passing day, and love is either in your heart or on its way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you derived out of being alive. And here's the best part, you'll have a head start if you are among the very young at heart.